found that when I smoked the pot, I was still able to study the Bible and the history and the conspiracy and still be able to concentrate on it. That's how the weed affected my mind and my life.
Wow.
We were partying on the Strip in Las Vegas. And then here's where it started. I was awoken out of my sleep. And I caught something out of the corner of my eye. So I turned to look. And as soon as I turned to look to my right, there was an extremely dark presence. It was very, very large. It wasn't like an apparition of a man standing there. It was an extremely dark presence that was kind of like shaped like a giant circular pattern. And it was extremely dark. It was way darker than the rest of the room. When I turned and saw this, I got this tremendous sense of just pure terror and the tremendous sense of pure evil. And the presence was right here. It was literally about a foot away from me. I started hysterically crying. When I smoked the pot, I could sense it. It was putting off this weird aura. And in the rest of the room, there was like this, it wasn't clear. There was like this mist, almost like a mist or vapor, but it wasn't like wet, right? It's just what I saw. That's how the weed affected my mind and my life. And it filled the room. I'm now crying hysterically, and I'm starting to sweat profusely. I now know that it was a demon in the room. The pastor at the church we started going to helped me understand this. All of a sudden, the demon speaks to me. When I smoked the pot, it was more of like a telepathic voice. And the voice came from that dark, evil figure into me. The demon proceeds to tell me that my wife is going to die in the hospital tonight, and there's nothing I can do about it. This creature, this demon is telling me my wife is going to die tonight. I'm frozen in my bed. I'm screaming back at the demon, my wife is not going to die tonight. Remember, the demon's right here, so I could have reached out and touched it. And I yelled out, I said, no. I could sense that the demon was getting angry. And I could sense it throughout my body. And the room was getting darker. The air was getting heavier. And the mist type look was getting more pronounced. That's how the weed affected my mind and my life. And the apparition, this demon here, was actually getting darker. And I could sense the anger and hostility coming off of it even more.
Wow.
I yelled out, I am not going to die tonight. You're not going to take my life tonight. I am going to live because my wife needs me to live. And I am screaming this at the top of my lungs. I probably woke up the neighbors. That's how loud I was yelling. As soon as I said I'm not going to die tonight, that presence in the room, believe it or not, got even darker and heavier and more angry. When I smoked the pot, the anger was so fierce coming off this demon. It was penetrating to the deepest part of my body. It got angrier and dark in the room more. And again, that figure right here darkened to now it was almost like a dark, deep, purplish black. It was so black. I've never seen anything so black. That's how the weed affected my mind and my life. Guys, as soon as I yelled out the name Jesus, that demon vanished. It vanished from my bedroom. The mirage vanished here. The darkness from the room vanished. And all of a sudden, a warm, the best way I can describe it is a white light, but a warm white light entered my bedroom in a warm white light. In the white light, the presence in my bedroom was putting off and God tells me as I grab my phone, I have my phone in my hand, and he tells me to go ahead and type in my phone in the notes section again, open up the notes section again, and write in the phone what I'm about to tell you. Again, I try to video it. He says no video. Anything that takes place tonight, when you tell people or if they ask about it, they will understand and believe you if they have ears to hear and eyes to see. Those were his exact words, what he told me.